Lundberg.
Hello, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Are you camping in the park?
Yeah, Lake Louise and Banff.
Sure. How many nights total?
So we're going to be at Tunnel Thing for 4 nights and then Lake Louise for 7 nights.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, so I definitely recommend the annual pass then.
That's what we plan.
Okay, wonderful.
Hi everyone, welcome to Tigner Adventures. Today we are in Banff, Alberta, Canada. So Banff is actually a national park in Alberta, and there is also a town called Banff. And so we are in the Banff town camping at a campground here, and we're going to be checking out the park over the next few days. We're going to go check out the city today and just kind of see what's going on. Oh, it's a town, but it's still a lot of people. It's very popular.
It's a vacation town.
Yeah, it's a vacation town. So the other thing is that we're actually camping here. We're going to actually be here for 4 days, or I should say 4 nights. And we're going to be, we're camping at this little campground called Tunnel Mountain. And there's actually a couple different ones. So I'm just going to kind of show that to you just a little bit. Banff, the town, is actually located in Banff the National Park. So you do have to get a park pass to be here, but we got that when we drove in. You've seen that on the first part of the video. We did get a pass for that, and we'll go into more details on that as we look around. But right now, we're going to just start looking around because it's going to be exciting, right?
Let's go find something.
So the first place that we're stopping on our way to town is this Hoodoos exhibit that they've got going here. So right in front of us is some Hoodoos, and in the scenery there is magnificent mountain. So we just looked this up. This is Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel. In the distance there from where we're at the Hoodoo viewing area. We're going to actually hike up to that. That's one of the places we wanted to go to today. Such a pretty valley. So we are just walking down one of the main streets of Banff, and we are actually headed to the visitor center. So everything's in just like one little block area. Interesting enough, if you look at this intersection, they got lines going whatever way. All right, there is the visitor center. We're heading over to it. So all the signs are in English and French. In fact, we find more French-speaking people here, it seems like, than English, which is kind of interesting in a way. Okay, here is the information portion of the visitor center. Yeah. And they do have a little bit of a bookstore over here to the left. All right, so it's a little bit of a small visitor center, but basically you just have a place there you can talk to the rangers to get some information. So we did talk to a ranger. We got kind of the lowdown of the area, and we also found out about the bus system here. So a lot of the places you can drive to, some you cannot. There's basically 4 buses that are in Banff, and it's $2 to take the bus somewhere, and $2 to take the bus back, or $5 for an all-day pass. Right now we're in a free 9-hour parking area, but it's on the side of town, and so we have to pretty much walk everywhere. But we are going to walk up right now to take a look at this really cool hotel that's on the side of the mountain. So we got to go get a picture of this. So Banff is a ski town during the wintertime, and during the summertime it's a tourist destination to see the actual park. Just a lot of really cool looking buildings. You can definitely tell that with the architecture that we're in Canada, kind of a French twist to it. Grizzly House right there is a really big attraction here in Banff.
Yes.
Look at that layout. And then the other thing that's really cool is that we are surrounded by the Canadian Rockies. What a pretty mountain scene. So 2 blocks from town is the Bow River, and this is the Bow River Falls right here, which takes us to Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel. And look at the view of the mountains behind that hotel. We're actually headed up to the lookout point to check it out a little bit more. So there's only private parking there, so if you want to actually go to the hotel, and they do have a museum area on the first couple of floors, you can actually learn a little bit more about that, but you do have to take the bus. We have been hiking about a half a mile up this hill, and come to find out, to get this overlook here, there's the actual parking lot right here. It's pretty small, so probably take your chances as far as getting in there. Otherwise, you can just walk from town like we did. They have this really nice viewpoint here that you can hike up to, and that way you can get a good view of the hotel from there. This is the overlook for the hotel there. Look at those mountains in the background, Canadian Rockies. One thing that you need to be aware of is the town of Banff is actually in the Banff National Park. And so you do have to buy a national park pass just to get to the town. So the pass, they got different versions of the pass. For an adult, it's $12.50, or for a senior, it's $9 for the day, or it's like $25 for the whole family for the day. So that's one option. The other option is just to buy a season pass. We are going to be here for almost 2 weeks, maybe a little over 2 weeks in this area. And so we bought the season pass, and it is $62 for a senior each, or it's $145 for a family. And she didn't even ask us about seniors, and we didn't even look. So she just sold us the $145 pass. So now that's $20 difference that we could have saved. But then again, for Canadians, that's what the price is. For American, with the exchange rate going on right now, we did not pay $145. Well, actually, I had to go look that up for a second there. We actually paid $110 for the annual pass. So not bad. We can get into any of the parks. We're going to be going to other parks while we're here, and so it's well worth the money that we spent to do that. And we're going to be here for multiple days, so $9 a day starts adding up, and that's $9 each per day. So that makes a big difference too, because that's $18 a day. So anyway, just something that you need to be aware of before you plan your trip to Banff, is there are extra fees that you need to be aware of. There's a picture of the river and the mountain in the background there, the view. This is the bridge going across the river, just looking at that mountain there. And Ninette, wave! Buffalo Nations Museum, right next to the river here. If you're interested, this museum is full of stuffed animals of the area. So we couldn't afford that big, the Grizzly Bear Diner there, but we do like McDonald's. So, and in true Canadian fashion, they have poutine. I think that's how they say it. Anyway, that's what we have here. It's French fries, cheese, and gravy. Really good. So we're checking that out. Plus our regular iced coffees. Village 1 Campground. So this is going to be our campground. This is a really big campground, and we're in J19, so there's all the way from A all the way up to J, so a lot of areas to camp. Okay, so here is J, so we're going to take a turn into here. Again, we're J19. Really nice campground, broken up into different sections, but they have washrooms and bathrooms for each one of the sections. So here is 17 through 28 to the left. right up here in the nice pine trees. It smells like a pine forest. And there we are. So here is our campsite. It's kind of interesting how it's laid out. You can back your rig in there, but you have a place you can pull in also. And from over here, we have a picnic table. Pretty good size area. This is different. This does not have hookups of any kind. There is a dump and water spigot at the front of the park when you come in that you can get water, fill up, and dump when you leave if you need to. We did get a little bit of rain since we've been here, so chairs are a little bit wet. But overall, this is a pretty nice site, and there's a lot of distance between us and our neighbors. Well, not bad for our first day here in Banff. We got to see a lot of cool things today, and it was a lot of fun. The weather, it's been raining a little bit, but other than that, here and there, the sun came out and got a little brighter anyway. Wasn't such a dark day, but it was a lot of fun. So we had a good time, and
Wanna play?
Tansy wants to really get out and play. That's really what she wants to do. So she's been stuck in the motorhome all day waiting for us to get home. So putting you on the spot, what was your favorite thing today?
Well, let's see.
She took pictures of these pretty flowers right here. Let's see, what was the other things you were telling me besides
Well,
the
the
flowers?
elk just walked through with their two babies. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Right
that was
through
pretty,
our camp.
right through the camp. That was pretty cool.
The Hoodoos were kind of interesting.
The
The big old,
Hoodoos.
that hotel that was, is that Fairmont or? I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Anyway,
Keep forgetting
it
the name of it,
was-
but
it
was
a
a little
hot
bit of a
springs or a hot. We don't know about it because we haven't been there yet.
yeah.
But
They do have hot springs in it, but
it's very pretty. It looks like a castle, so we took pictures of it.
yeah.
And there's
Yep.
and a lot of rapids, and they call it waterfalls. I call it rapids.
It was a lot of fun, and
Pretty river.
we hiked instead of driving the car, and that was a
Yeah,
pretty
we did-
hike.
Well, it wasn't a hike. It was
Well,
like
it's just a
walk through
walk.
town.
Yeah, it was a nice path though, and it
Oh,
really
yeah.
was pretty good. So we had a
was
lot
nice.
of fun. So
It was
anyway,
pretty.
day one, check.
Yes,
A
I
lot of
recommend
fun.
it.
Yep,
It's nice.
a lot of fun. So I guess at this point we'll just say goodbye, and we'll catch you up on our next video. And if not, maybe we'll happen to meet you in person. We've been meeting a lot of fun people around here. Nobody knows who we are, so that's always good too. But we're making friends, and that's what it's all about. So everyone, take care. See you on the next video.
Bye.